spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got kinda with you.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Carr now to throw, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get down! You're wide at 6:37.
Again, they'll throw with Carr, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey! Down! You waiting? Hey! I got him. He's mine.
On first down, Carr. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Now
Leonard Fournette, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
694. Get down. 180.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cooper. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Down! Blue 80! Hey, 734!
Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Runs through the contact. Now he'll let it go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Right!
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Fournette, a first down carry. Pretty move. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go play action now. Ryan. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Let's go!
The pitch to Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Play action. Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A handoff to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Fights loose, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Throwing his car on 3rd down. To the right side, complete to Miller.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
And his throw here's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now Carr. It's caught inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. 180. 180.
To throw again. Carr, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
6:37. Go. Get set. 29. You're mine.
Carr to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice spin into some open field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
There we go. Got it.
They go play action with Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Carr now on first down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, you ready?
Carr now on first down. Going up top for Miller. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Fournette. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Sharp's got it left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On first down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now, lady.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he will not make it back back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, boys, got four down. Let him go. Blue 80. 57
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Ryan. And got a man. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ryan now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now after the INT, it's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7:34.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go, Chief.
Now Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
White. 734.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
734. Get down. Blue 80. Go, Chief.
Carr now to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
29.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On the run, it's Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Down. Blue 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He got 29 yards that time. Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well. Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they? Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Throwing now is Carr. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
29. Get set. 180.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Get set. 280.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Purdue. Down. 180. Express. 734.
Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come here. Watch out.
Carr now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Go Chief.
One final try now for Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey. Get down. 180. Kill. Hey, Raider 2. Hey. Go Chief. 734.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my name. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do? 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Girl on my list, KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket, Phelps in the pool, I like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA, just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And as we see so frequently here in college,
we want back ends, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in, we want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in, yeah, wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to, bite down on you, right now on you, juke to the left, they dodging it, can't play the role, you fraudulent, waiting on the race for the stars in it, 4x4 double parking it, wanna play like cars in it, wear the white flag, they forfeit it, now I got a ring too gorgeous, damn I gotta treat it like forges, it sound like I don't wanna scratch it, try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you, I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor, go hard in the gym, no cameras, see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you bet it off. Quarterback got range if you broke them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset, you block him. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneak, it's on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fast, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, right away, he lost the football. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend. And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and his first look is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gone. Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And shedding through the tackle. Oh, refusing to go down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man in the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And now running right through it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Detroit!
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know their defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And they'll run it here. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll drop the throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sua Cravens in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Detroit! Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down. That's Taylor, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Flush to his right. Broken tackle. And a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it Through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40. Still going. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. That
one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Still going. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
No, check, Patriot!
They're going to look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now running right through it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play. It gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set, 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So out come the Chargers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And on the ground they go with the running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sewer Cravens in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gone!
He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They're going to look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The give to Taylor as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sewer Cravens in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll set up to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the major